Hello, I'm John, and this video is about how to reuse a can of insulating foam that has more junk in it. Now, when I use a can of insulating foam, I use it the way it says to use it. But if I don't empty out the can, what I do is I point it like this. You know, I'm outside or something. And I pull the trigger just like this, maybe 3 times, just real small, real quick. You hear the air blast out, just like that. That's it. This still happens. But look, most of the straw here is cleaned out. But what do you do with this and anything that's left in here, like right there? Well, I had bought these, I think they're called skewer sticks, 8-inch bamboo skewers. These little things. Now, they're very skinny, and they just happen to fit inside this tube. So I'm going to show you how to reuse this can of foam. Now, another reason why I'm showing you this video now is because it's winter time here, and I got cold air coming in. I insulated my door about 4 days ago from the cold air with the plastic trash bags. I did videos on that. Anyway, the door is insulated, but it's cold on my kitchen floor. That's where the door is, kitchen door. And the problem is the floor is very cold. I felt around the only window in the kitchen, and it's fine. So I felt around the door, and when I got down to the base of the door, there's just this one spot where this cold air is just blowing right in. So I need to insulate it with this foam again to finish the job. So I don't want to buy a brand new can for $4 to $6, whatever it costs. It costs about $3.27 here, because I bought this can. It's a big gap filler. Now I use a regular red can of this great stuff for filling gaps and cracks. This big gap filler I use for outside sealing up around the edges of my crawl space. Anyway, so this is what was left over. So what I do is I just try to twist this and pull it off. Now there are little remnants in here that you can see. I don't know if you guys can see on the camera, but give it a shot. You see like the little yellow stuff in there? Here's the cool part. This comes off. It's little ripples right here where you see it goes on there. See? Okay. Now, before I do this, I want to use this point of the stick before it gets dulled out from me using it elsewhere. And what I like to do is go, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I'm blowing air through it just to make sure it's nice and clear. And then I feel inside here with the stick, make sure everything's gone. That in there too. First time I did this was actually yesterday. I hadn't tried this before because I couldn't find anything small enough to go inside these tubes. I found these skewer sticks that I was going to use for something else. And when I got it home, I realized, hey, I could use it for this, if it fits. Now what's really great about this is going to the end that doesn't really have much of this stuff in there. Okay? This end's where all the stuff is. This might have a little bit out. One spot right here, a little bit here, the rest is here. When I stick this in, point in first, still slow. Now, remember, all this stuff is hardened up and it's shaped like the cylinder of this tube. So when I keep pushing up from the bottom, cool. Now that stick, the point of it's right about here. And when I did this the first time yesterday, half of this was all junk. And when I pushed this up, I had this really long piece. I'm like, where's the point of my stick? Well, it stabbed itself through this stuff, and now I just grab out here. Remember I said I did this yesterday? It was really cold yesterday, about 7 o'clock at night, freezing out. I was outside doing it. This is still a little bit gooey because the glue doesn't have the air to harden. Anyway, this part here is hardened. Just the part where my stick is. It's gooey. So I don't need this stick anymore for this project. But I'm going to save it because I'm going to use this can again later. Okay. Now, you don't want that stuff on your hands either. You gotta use acetone to get it off, so it takes forever. I'm going to use my stick going here inside this, and just make sure it's all cleared up. Where it stops at in here, the bottom, don't go trying to puncture with the stick. Who knows what will happen? Blow up the can in front of your face, get goo everywhere, foam stuff everywhere. Maybe get it in your eyes, lose your eyesight forever, whatever. Just don't try to go too far. By the way, anything that you do, with this stuff. It's your own responsibility. I'm just showing you what I do. You're responsible for everything. Anyway, screw it back on. Exact same thing. Oh, well, some of you might say, well, how do you know? Get everything cleared up. There's the side with a little bitty ripples. This side's here is smooth, so I know this goes back over here. Got it all the way on there. Now, I'm just going to shoot out a little bit of air so you can know that this works. Because now, well, no, I'll bring you over to the door, show you how I sealed it up with insulating foam, so you can see that too. Anyway, when I did this before in the past, and I didn't have that stick to clear this out, the foam would come out really slowly. I mean, very slowly, and I hated that. I finally figured out what to put in here to clear that up. Okay, let's see if we can see what I'm doing. Look at camera 10. There we go. Okay, you can see that. Try zooming in. Okay. Now, when I felt this with my hand, my feet are freezing right now because this cold air coming in. Right where this white spot is, and a little bit over by hand width, is the only spot that has the cold air. So, I gotta unlock the door. Hopefully I didn't super glue it on here. Super glue close to the foam. Put the trash bags forward to keep the foam from gluing the pieces together. Yep, part of it's. So, there we go. Dang. That's sweet. The door does not like me. Ah. Okay. See, yeah, you guys can still see it. Okay, come on, lens. See the screen. Right about here to here is where the air is coming through. You can see there's this gap here. Well, my door pushed up this trash bag when I closed it. That's why there's that gap. So this time, I think what I'll do. Oh, that's why I did that. Oh, okay. 1 second, folks. I'm just going to show you a little bit of it. I got to keep the trash back here. Okay. When I sprayed foam on here before, I sprayed it along the edge, all the way around. And then I put this trash bag over it. So the foam be stuck to the floor and the trash bag, but not the door. So the door can be opened back up. Well, the foam expanded out like it's supposed to, and right here there must be something under this door to push the foam away and the cold air came through. Okay, so this time I'm going to do, okay, so when the door was closed shut, the cold air is coming through beneath the plastic or over the plastic, whatever, and coming through here. Now I know this bag is going to get pushed back up here by the door. So what I'm going to do this time, come on. I'll spray the foam right here and close the door. And the foam, the plastic will either go over the foam like that or go underneath it. But either way, it can grab the door if it wants to, because the foam will not be stuck to the floor. So the foam is basically going to be stuck to the door, or it's going to have this plastic over it. And anyway, it's going to form to the shape I need it to form to block the cold air. Anyway, let's just shake this for 30 seconds. Anyway, so what I prefer doing, because I do this every year, is I sweep out the area, make it all cleaned up. I leave the old foam that's there, and I go from the top down and spray this foam really thick everywhere along the frame. Then I get these trash bags, I lay it over the foam that's on the floor, And then I tape these trash bags along the edges of the side of the door and on the top of the door. I tape it onto the door. So when I close the door and lock it up, the foam will expand and it will either be stuck to the door, or it'll be stuck to the wall. And that way, when everything's dried up, and I wish to go outside, I can unlock the door. And go outside. I remember I used this can yesterday. Look how much of that foam was coming out quickly. Pretty cool. Now, because I want this, I don't want to have to do this again. I'm spraying a thick, heavy layer. I'm going to give it a moment to expand. Okay, now, like I said before, just want the air to come out. Listen. Like that. Did you hear it? I'll do it one more time. That's it. Don't do it anymore, because then the foam will come out. It ticks me off when that happens. Now, because I have that skewer stick, you probably don't need to do that, to get this foam out of the can. But this tip here is going to have the foam in there, and it's very hard, even with the skewer stick, to get that foam out so you can do this. You reuse that can later. Okay, I can't wait here forever. This air is really cold. It's like 27 degrees or something like that outside. So anyway, this is expanding. I think I'll just go ahead and push the trash bag over it. And now when the door closes, it'll either be stuck to the trash bag, because it expands out on the trash bag, or it'll do that and get stuck to the door. But I don't have to worry about being stuck closed. It's not super glued closed, because it's not touching the floor. I'm gonna beat you, but yeah. Oh, well, I may as well show you the whole doorway. Okay, so foam it first. After you clean first, foam it, and then put the trash bags. I put it over the trellis. Threshold, and then I take the bags to the door. Now this just is ugly right now, but when all is said and done, I'm satisfied with the insulating properties and all that stuff. I open the door like this, and I take the trash bag off, which I can do it right now on the sides here. I just can't do it on the bottom. Now I should close it slowly, so I don't make that foam just go everywhere and not to the place I want it to go. There, that's locked up. Now, all this together can see if I can feel it go there. Well, I can still feel cold air coming out. It's just not as fast. It's not coming through as fast as it was before. So if I give this time to seal up, maybe it'll stop the wind from going through. Now if it doesn't stop, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this door, put the trash bag underneath it, when it's dry on the other side, the trash bag underneath it and tape it to the door. I'm going to close the door, then I'm going to get that insulating foam. I'm going to spray it all along here from this side, and it'll shoot underneath there and do what needs to be done. I just didn't think about it before. I didn't realize this gap was here. See, I have to get my fingernail in there. So my problem is solved. Well, hey, it's John. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe. I'm trying to get 500,000 viewers. just shooting for a goal, you know. This is a little do-it-yourself home repair project, and that's what my house is. It's a junky house, but it's livable, and I've taken care of it to where, you know, I don't have to do much unless I want to make it look pretty. If I make my house look pretty, then the taxes will get raised. You put a rose bush out there, they're going to raise your taxes. You put a gravel driveway out there, they raise your taxes. If you have your house or mobile home on cinder blocks, they raise your taxes. I mean, they find every reason in the world to raise your taxes. Alright, yeah. Man, that cold air. Ooh, still feel it. So that trash bag's there, I'd have to take. Let's do that right now. I'm not taking any chances. I don't like having to redo everything. And obviously that's what I gotta do with this thing. I'll wait for that phone to expand. Okay, tape, I see, there you are. It's a new roll, but it'll work. Cool. By the way, this foam does not stick to plastic when it's dry. It sticks to it when it's wet, but when it's dried up, it does not stick to it. I discovered that one day, and I thought, well, maybe I can use that. Okay. And it's like the gaps in between my door. Now this may not work because of that foam and stuff underneath my door. Dang it. What would be this side? Screw stick in the line. No plastic going in there. There we go. I'm gonna beat you, Mother Nature. Go. That. Oh. Man. Don't have it over enough. Okay, that works. Normally I would have taped it. I ain't got time to play on games. There's a starting point. Okay, this line right here. Oh, man. Okay, definitely a little squirt. 3 of them. Oh man, I shot it right at the door. Oh well, I'll clean that off later. Anyway, see the inside of this straw? It's all full of foam. I presume it'll either come out the end or it'll stay in the straw, but either way, my skewer stick will get all that out. I can reuse the can later. Now let's try a little test. Ooh. It's already warm down here. Beforehand it was cold before I even felt the cold air. Found a little bitty spot down here in cracking my wood. The air thing. Okay. This stuff I sprayed on my door when it's dry and hardened, I just peeled off like a band-aid, but it's very easy to peel off. Yeah, I did it. I have no more cold air drafts coming through the store. This is John. Please subscribe. And please do a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'd like to receive your comments too, good or bad. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, this has been totally my idea. I didn't get this off anyone else's video. So I hope you enjoyed the video.